Hello guys, and welcome to episode 19 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as the Greenskins on very hard difficulty. And today it's time to take back the southern Badlands. We have Grimgor the Warrior here, ready to colonize Gor-Gazan. He'll probably have to head back to Galbaraz to sort out the obedience here as well. The provincial instability is slowly decreasing, so that should sort itself out eventually. In the meantime, we are going to start building a boss's tent at Agral Migdal, just so that we can sort out that obedience quicker, although it's only going to be a couple of turns until that rebellion fires. Let's go with the upgrade to the heap of shiny stuff there, and also the upgrade to the greenskin burrows. Now let's look north. So we are still dealing with chaos. We've managed to destroy a couple of their armies, but there is still one here, Helcroft the Challenger. So things aren't getting any easier, as he's probably going to start heading south. We have Sneak and Crusher here. The leaders of these armies need to be replaced eventually, because both Wurzag and Azag got wounded in battle. So we're going to have to replace these leaders with those two eventually. What I do need to be careful of actually is at Karagdramar, having that being attacked by Helcroft. That would be quite annoying. So we are going to start building the Goblin Watchtower here, and I may as well start upgrading to the heap of shiny stuff, even if that does get destroyed. Maybe we can make use of that income for a little while. Morglus is here. Maybe we send Morglus over towards Karagdramar. I believe he's currently though heading over towards Mount Gumbad in order to sort out the public order here, or the obedience. So the idea is to let the obedience fire, like go down to -100 at Mount Gumbad, kill the rebellion, and then move back over towards Zufbar to sort out the obedience here, which is currently -7 a turn, which is pretty bad. Anyway, Karak Kadrin has been taken, and next turn the rebellion will fire here, and Grimgor can take that out for us. And then what we need to do eventually is move up to the northern World's Edge Mountains and finish off things here. And also we need to play out our quest battle for Grimgor, which we're probably going to do with the help of the Regiments of Renown that we can now recruit. So we can now get access to the 8 Peak Loonies, which we, I believe, lost in another battle sometime. And we can also now recruit the Arachnarok Queen, which is an epic monster which can spawn spiders. So yeah, Grimgor is just going to wait there for this turn. Largug has completed Wurzag's quest, I believe, for Gitsnik, or is it Squiggly Beast? Yeah, so we need to have 4 Night Goblin units in Wurzag's army. So once Wurzag is no longer wounded, we can give him Crusher's army, and we will get that quest complete. In the meantime, though, that's all, so let's move on to the next turn. So our Waz moving around all over the place. Let's see what Chaos does. That's what I'm most interested to see. They are still going to move down towards our lands. That's fine. As long as they take their time, it doesn't really matter. So Rebellion has popped up at Peak Pass. Assault unit success onto Sneak's army. Karak Kadrin is being raided, and Morglus is ready for duty. Greenskin has mobilized, and where's my teeth? Do we want extra leadership for minus fightiness, or do we want the extra treasury? I guess we'll take the extra treasury for now. Imminent rebellions in a couple of areas. Let's move Sneak over towards Barakvar. We're going to put him into Barakvar in order to replenish his troops and also recruit some new men. So Krugger here, this turn, can go and take Gor-Gazan. Thank you very much. And with that, we should be able to sort out the obedience, because the boss's tent will be finished in the next turn. That will take us to +2 here. And then we can just wait for a little while before heading towards Grunty Mongol. So that's great. Also, we need to wait here anyway to replenish these forces after they've helped colonize. So Morglus is ready to take care of the rebellion here, which I am going to let fire. Let's just move him into range of Mount Gumbad. Stand him just outside it. We are going to deal with the Vampire Count Rebellion straight away with Grimgor. I believe this is probably just going to be an auto-resolve. Let's go ahead and finish that off. Then what we're going to do is probably eat the captives. And then we'll move him back into Kadak Kadrin, where he can replenish his forces. Next turn we'll recruit the Regiments of Renown and do his quest battle. So, since he has leveled up, what do we want to put that towards? We now have Ardlads, Riders, and Stand Your Ground all done. So we can probably head towards his melee tree here in order to make him more powerful. And I think what I'm going to do is go for Choppers to increase his weapon strength and eventually make him very, very strong. I think that's the only thing that's really letting him down at the moment. We can also get Woundmaker in the second tree to even boost his weapon strength to plus 30%, which would be really, really nice. So yeah, Grimgor and Morgulus can stay where they are. Crusher and Sneak are sorting themselves out. That's fine. Largug may as well head on up and can help us with Chaos. And that is everything done. Let's just jump into our provinces and see what we can upgrade. I'm probably not going to build anything at Kadak-Azgal, although we could upgrade Kadak-Azgal to the Greenskin fort. That's the only thing that I can see beneficial doing there. We are going to upgrade Black Crag to a Greenskin fort. As for the Desolation of Nagash, nothing we need to do here, although actually I might upgrade the Boss's Shack so that we do get the extra obedience. We can go for a Boss's Camp. We'll go for a Boss's Camp and we'll get the Boss's Shack as well. Then in the Eastern Badlands we can actually upgrade Karak 8 Peaks. I think that's a good idea. And Peak Pass, Nashrak's Lair, we may as well build up this to a heap of shiny stuff. Nashrak's Lair should be safe for now, so we don't have to worry about that. And we could actually go ahead and build Boss's Tent there. I think what I'm going to do at the Desolation of Nagash is not build that Boss's Camp. We'll just build the Boss's Shack. And we'll use that cash elsewhere. For example, at Peak Pass, to create that second Boss's Tent, just to sort out the obedience. Because as soon as Grimgor leaves that settlement, it's actually not going to be very good at all. In terms of the obedience, that is. So at Mount Squighorn, we could upgrade the heap of shiny stuff, but what we want to do is at Oakenhammer, start to build the Goblin Watchtower and upgrade to a heap of shiny stuff there. Okay, that's fine. Everything is done. Let's move on to the next turn. We're on turn 78. We're getting there with this campaign, slowly but surely. We did have a few episodes where it was only like 1 or 2 turns were played out. Chaos coming down towards Barak-Var. Perfectly fine by me. The Rebellion in Rib Peaks and the Winds of Pain. Starting Winds of Magic Power plus 20 for all armies of all factions. Love it. We're just going to move on into Barak-Var now. And we can start to replenish our troops there. Crusher is still replenishing his troops. I think what we're going to do is at Balag-Dawersbag, we need to get the Goblin Watchtower. We're going to upgrade Dr. Raz. Definitely going to do that. And we will upgrade to the Boss's Shack at Balag-Dawersbag to sort out the obedience. Great, so Krugger going to sit in Gor-Gazan for another few turns. We'll have Grimgor recruit his troops and we'll do his quest battle. That was the plan, so let's recruit the Arachnarok Queen. And we may as well grab these 8-peak loonies. We will come out of the settlement and we will do that quest. So it'll be the Bloodforged Armor quest. Can we teleport? We don't have enough funds. Oh, that's something, isn't it? Let me just go back through this. What can we afford not to build? Guess we'll cancel the boss's shack for now. That's fine. Okay, and we'll go for this Blood-Forged Armor quest. Here we are. Gonna be a very interesting battle. Grimgor versus Dorin Kandum and Hadra Redmane, which does have some gyrocopters there. Plenty of Longbeards to deal with and Dwarf Warriors, but they should be churned up by the Black Orcs and Crimson Killers. We should be able to take care of these Grudge Throwers, maybe with the Orc Boar Boys and the Goblin Wolf Riders. Also an Organ Gun there, that could be pretty scary. But let's quick save this and we'll fight it on the battle map.
I ain't talking for talking's sake. My time's better spent killing stunties. If you want to come and kill some stunties too, then come. But don't be getting in my or the Immortals' way. I don't care who's under me dropper. If it's your skull instead of some stupid stunty, I'll laugh just as hard. Come on then, let's go and scalp stunty beards. Yeah!
Oh, Grimgor's having fun, that's for sure. So, the Dwarven army is going to be starting up on the left side. Well, that's a rather horrible position for us to attack. How do I want to do this? Well, we want to make them come down from their position. Or maybe just move over to the left side and go up here. We don't want to be walking through the centre and up this little gap, otherwise we'll just take loads of damage from their artillery. I think we'll just move all of our units over to the left side. The only way that I can see this working out. So let's grab all these Orc Boys and the Crimson Killers and so on. We'll just keep them all over to the far left. Same with all of these chaps. I'm going to keep them further back as well so we're out of range of their AA. Their AA? Why am I talking AA? Their artillery is what I meant. I've been playing too much Steel Divisional War game. Okay, so let's just have all these chaps over here. Start the battle. Just going to sort out my lines now. So we'll have the goblins sit on the edge there. They'll move up like so. All of the archers behind. So basically that can be group 1. It can be group 2. We'll have the hidden units as group 3 on the far left. All of our fast units can just stand behind as group 4. Grimgor needs to get in there. And we'll move forwards our Doom Diver Catapult as well. So as soon as the Doom Diver Catapult's actually in range, they might come towards us, but we can't see them currently. Gyrocopters are on their way over. And here goes the Arachnarok Queen. Look at her, she's a beaut. I hope you're not scared of spiders, guys. Look at the Greenskin horde moving out. Grimgor in there. A mix of Orc Boys, Orc Archers, with the Crimson Killers at the back here, and a few Goblins. Love it. Looks really, really awesome. Oh, here comes the artillery. That's not good. Let's turn these Doom Diver Catapults around. Start to fire back. I think we're in range. We must be in range. If they can hit my Doom Diver Catapult, I'm pretty sure we're in range to hit their Quarrelers. Okay, great stuff. We are in position pretty much. A lot of their shots missing, which is good. Oh. Just as I say that, they slam a couple of my units. Did we even hit some of their Quarrelers there? I'm not sure. I think we keep missing because of the forest. My units are slowly getting into position though. Turn off the information. Keeps flicking about on the left side. Looks like a lot of these grudge throwers can't fire properly because of the trees. But they are still doing some damage. Let's charge on up now, as soon as my units are in position. Crimson Killers are eager and fresh. Let's now get the Goblin Doom Diver Catapult to target the Dwarf Warriors on the right side that we can see. We'll have my units start to move up. If we can hit them on even ground, I think we should be okay. All the archers move on up as well. Make sure our hidden units are coming through the forest on the left side. And we'll make sure that the Ragnarok Queen is moving on. She can just dive straight in there, honestly. And what we're going to want to do is possibly actually bring my faster units to the right side. I'll probably have the Orc Boar Boys just follow up in the centre. But the faster units, the Squig Riders and also the Moon Howlers, they can probably get behind the artillery on the right side. Okay, so we're going to get bombed by these gyrocopters most likely. Let's spawn some spiders on top of their artillery to stop it firing. Okay, I'm just going to spread these chaps out a bit more. And we're going to give them a control group and then tell them to attack forwards. Going to stop the Doom Diver Catapult from firing. And we're going to have the archers try and shoot down some of these gyrocopters for me. Okay, so my cavalry getting into position behind them. Spawn the spider hatchlings on top of the grudge throwers there. That's great. And where is my Ragnarok Queen? Need to kill these dwarf warriors for me. We'll get her to take out the Longbeards, why not? Okay, we've killed off one of their gyrocopter units. Kill off another one. Slam into these Longbeards with the Orc Boar Boys. Okay, we're definitely taking a lot of damage. Where is Grimgor? Grimgor needs to be running forwards. We've left him behind. Especially the stand your ground would be very useful. Also the Tormentor Sword. I don't know why I always do that. I always leave the leaders behind. Okay, so the archers have done their jobs. Let's turn them around and actually have them fire onto infantry for us. So we'll just have a bit of crossfire going on possibly. Though, I don't know, there isn't really much left. Let's bring up these fast units. We'll smash into the grudge throwers. We'll smash into their quarrelers as well. So yeah, it looks like my orc boys, they run away. We are trying to take care of these Longbeards on the right side with the Black Orcs and the Crimson Killers. Got some archers firing at the Longbeards on the far right. It's really hard to see what's going on, honestly. In the centre, I think we're just broken completely. Let's make sure that my archers are retreating, or skirmishing at least. The 8-pig loonies have been engaged. What we're going to do is make sure we are firing through them with one of the loons of 8 peaks. Okay, good stuff. Alright, so we smashed into their back line. Make sure we continue. I'm going to smash into the back of the dwarf warriors. We've broken them on this side. Let's finish off these Longbeards here. I'm sure they won't last too long, especially with my Black Orcs and Crimson Killers attacking them. I'm not particularly concerned about losses in this battle. As long as I win, I don't really mind. Because I do want to replace some of these units eventually, especially the Orc Boys. We need like Orc Biggins or more Black Orcs recruited into Grimgor's army, so that he actually has a pretty much more elite army that can actually deal with chaos and so on. There's a lot of missile fire going into this Dwarf Warrior unit, since he did just scatter another unit of my orc boys. And we're going to slam on into the dwarf warriors there. 8 peaks are going to be taking care of the dwarf warriors on the left, hopefully. Maybe we'll get the Ragnarok Queen to come over there. What's she up to at the moment? Killing off some dwarf warriors for us. I think we might just about be able to cause a chain rout at some point. Grimgor's loving life. Let's go for the Tormentor Shield and the Stand Your Ground. We'll also may as well give him the Potion of Strength so that he can kill off these dwarf warriors quicker. With the help of these bows, definitely doing a lot of damage to the dwarf warriors there. Great stuff. Okay, so let's make sure that these units are coming up and helping us out. Get the Moon Howlers in here to take out possibly the dwarf warriors on the far side if they can get a nice charge into the back. I'm going to get Grimgor to take on Doran Kandum. Have the archers fire at him in the meantime. Yeah, I'm going to have these archers fire at the gyrocopters. And yeah, I might get a unit of the Crimson Killers actually to come over to Doran Kandum. Great. So we have managed to make Doran run away. And it looks like, just like that, we have actually won the battle. It's very messy. We lost a lot of units, but like I said, it doesn't particularly matter. Just quite fun to attack this position, really, wasn't it? Still chasing him down. See Grimgor there, and faster than the dwarf. Gonna be slamming him to pieces. Did he just take off his head? Yeah, he did. Grimgor just took off the enemy leader's head with that slam of his axe. Holy moly, that was brutal. So what's left? Some Slayers. Okay, that would make sense. They haven't broken yet. The Ragnarok Spider Queen is gonna get her revenge on some pesky Slayers, which have probably killed many of her brethren. Okay, there's one more unit somewhere that has not routed. Oh, there we go. Job done. We'll end the battle there for a Pyrrhic victory. Certainly was. They're probably going to lose a unit of Orc Archers. That's alright. And that was just a unit, or just an army of Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors. I'm glad I got the Dwarves out of the way early on, because their late game units would tear us apart. I'm actually pretty worried about Chosen, honestly, from Chaos. They will definitely chew through my units if I'm not careful. So let's eat the captives. Not much point doing anything else. And we got 3,000 treasury for that. Lovely jubbly. We've got to raise or sack 5 settlements now with Grimgor. Having wakened the dwarves, and had a good time in doing so, Grimgor now dispatches a goblin scout to locate the Chaos Warband, knowing that the remaining throng will also be drawn to it, and that the resulting battle will be another opportunity to slake his insatiable lust for war, albeit temporarily. Whilst he awaits word, he looks for other targets for his wrath. Okay. So let's jump back into that settlement. What I'm going to do is merge all of these orc boys. And yeah, what we're going to do is recruit another orc archer unit. And we'll recruit some Black Orcs into his army. They're going to take 6 turns to create. What I might do is send him all the way back down here. That is a long way, isn't it? Maybe it's just worth sitting there for 6 turns and recruiting those. It will cost 2,111 each. But maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Let's grab a unit of the Orc Archer boys. Yeah, okay. And we'll wait 6 turns to recruit some Black Orcs, some more Black Orcs into Grimgor's army. I really don't want to travel down south and then back up north again, especially with like the tunneling using the underway. It would take forever. Seriously, forever. Okay, so we're leaving Krugger where he is. Morgulus needs to sort out this rebellion. With the help of the Wa here, can indeed win this battle no problemo. We'll take the replenishment, and that's going to be the rebellion dealt with nicely. We'll upgrade to the boss's shack here at Mount Gumbad, and then hopefully what we can do is march on round towards Zufbar. We are going to take some damage from attrition that we can replenish as we continue afterwards. With Morgulus, what I'm going to do is go for Blade Master now. Since he has finished Savages and Shooters, we are just going to go for Blade Master, I think, to improve his melee attack. And Largug needs to continue round towards Chaos. Okay, so 2 more turns until Wurzag's available. Russia's just going to chill in Barak Dawazbag. And that's all done, so we'll end the turn there. Awa, coming north. And Barakvar is under siege. Okay, so raiding at Karak Kadrin. Settlement besieged, Barakvar. And imminent rebellion at Zufbar. Okay, so that's why I'm heading back with Morgulus. We're moving back into Grom Peak this turn in order to replenish. Then we can move him down to Zufbar next turn to defend against the rebellion. I'm not sure if the rebellion will attack straight away. Probably won't. Be okay. Right, at Gorgazan, we can build the pile of shiny stuff, and we can upgrade this to a greenskin camp. Sneak in Barakvar is under siege. He does have a pretty nice garrison at his back. Plenty of units to use. So we might be able to take on Halcroft quite easily, actually. Only 2 chariots there. We move him into a normal stance and attack the Warriors of Chaos. I think we should be able to win this battle. These Forest Goblin Spider Rider archers can take out the Hell Cannons for us. We'll use all of these Goblin archers and Orc Archer boys to kill off their Marauder Horsemen, which they only have 3 units of. I think we just completely overwhelm them in this battle, don't we? Yeah, so let's not play this out just yet. We'll just decline that attack, because it's near the end of the episode and I won't have time to play it out in this one. So let's just have a look at what we can do in Blood River Valley. I'll definitely be upgrading to the boss's shack here, and we may as well upgrade to the Horde. Maybe I could bring over Crusher from Barak Dawazbag to reinforce us here. Never mind. We have been intercepted in the underway. Well then. This is not what I had planned. But sometimes it just happens. And unfortunately, it has been my time, so I am going to have to leave it here. This looks like it could be a loss, which is kind of frustrating. We don't have the frontline troops to support this. The Giant might be able to do some work, but they have 4 leaders, which are going to definitely chew up my Giant if I let them. Don't really have enough room to maneuver around with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders and the Wolf Rider Chariots and so on. So it looks like Crusher might be doomed, and if he is, then we're just going to have to recruit a new army for Wurzag, because I believe this is Wurzag's army. Looks like we might be losing it. Oh well, we'll have to do that in the next episode because it has been my time. Let's leave it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.